When most of us book a flight, we look at the price and the departure time. We treat the aircraft model listed on the ticket like it's a piece of trivia that doesn't actually affect our day. But ignoring that model number is how you end up on a 6-hour transcontinental flight in a cramped commuter jet. You arrive at your destination exhausted and physically drained, simply because of the hardware you were sitting in. Those model numbers are actually a guide. They represent a specific engineering spectrum that balances an airline's need for efficiency with your need for comfort. Understanding the different mission profiles of the 737, 777, and 787 families allows you to choose your routes based on things that matter, like cabin pressure and personal space. For over 100 years, Boeing has been designing different aircraft families to solve very specific transportation challenges around the world. Throughout their fleet, there is a constant trade-off. Airlines want to carry the most passengers over the longest range, while also trying to manage fuel costs and passenger fatigue. This chart shows the typical travel investment. If we look at flight duration against passenger fatigue, we can see how certain planes tend to cluster in that high fatigue zone during long-haul trips. To optimize your trip and arrive rested, you have to stop thinking of airplanes as identical buses. You need to identify which airframe was built for the specific journey you're taking. The foundation of the modern fleet is the Boeing 737. It is the most common short-haul workhorse in the sky today. Its engineering goal is to provide high-frequency, single-aisle service. It typically carries between 130 and 230 passengers on domestic and regional routes. The latest version, the 737 MAX, features larger engines and better aerodynamics. These updates help airlines save fuel, but they don't significantly change the amount of space you have in the cabin. In a 737, the reality is a narrow-body tube. Personal space is sacrificed to maximize the number of seats and the availability of flights. There is also the Boeing 757. It's essentially a longer, more powerful version of the 737, designed to push the limits of narrow-body flying. The 757 has the range to fly longer domestic routes and even transatlantic flights that connect smaller cities directly. The trade-off for passengers on a 757 is endurance. You might be on a long-haul flight, but you're still in a cramped single-aisle environment without the amenities found on larger planes. These narrow-body aircraft are built for convenience and frequency. However, they lack the physical volume that makes a flight comfortable over several hours. While the 737 and 757 are the efficient backbone of regional travel, they are the airframes you should try to avoid for cross-oceanic flights. To handle massive passenger volume across continents, Boeing shifted its focus to wide-body aircraft with twin aisles. The Boeing 767 was their first successful twin-engine wide-body. It gave travelers 2 aisles and significantly more room to move on medium and long-haul flights. Then there is the Boeing 747, the queen of the skies, which for decades was the largest passenger aircraft in the world. At its peak, the 747 could carry up to 600 passengers. It was the primary choice for high-density, global transportation. Its unique upper deck allowed for a level of luxury and space that defined the golden age of transatlantic travel. Today, passenger versions of the 747 are rare. Its 4 massive engines consume too much fuel for most airlines to keep them in service. While it's disappearing from passenger terminals, the 747 remains one of the world's most capable cargo aircraft. The aircraft that eventually replaced the 4-engine jumbo jet is the Boeing 777. The 777 can match the range of the 747 and carry 300 to 400 passengers, but it does so using only 2 engines, which significantly reduces fuel costs. You lose the novelty of the 747's upper deck, but the efficiency of the 777 is what helps keep international ticket prices accessible. While the 777 solved the economic problem of long-haul travel, it was still built using traditional aluminum engineering, which can leave passengers feeling physically drained after a 12-hour flight. The newest member of the long-haul family is the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It was developed with a different set of engineering goals than the planes that came before it. The 787's most important innovation isn't its size, but its material. Boeing moved away from traditional aluminum for the majority of the airframe. About half of the structure is made from a lightweight carbon fiber composite. This material is stronger than aluminum while being significantly lighter. This stronger composite shell allows for higher internal humidity. In an aluminum plane, humidity is kept low to prevent corrosion, but in a 787, more moisture is allowed in the air, which reduces dry eyes and throat irritation. This chart shows the second major benefit, cabin pressure. The stronger composite structure allows for a lower simulated cabin altitude, 6,000 feet instead of the traditional 8,000. Your body doesn't have to work as hard to get oxygen. Passengers also notice larger windows and dynamic lighting, which are designed to help the body's circadian rhythm adjust to new time zones. There is a practical trade-off. Booking a 787 might require you to adjust your departure time or choose a different airline hub to find the right airframe. However, that scheduling effort is usually worth it. The physical result of arriving with less jet lag is a very significant return on your travel investment. We can turn these engineering facts into a simple strategy for your next booking, based entirely on how long you'll be in the air. For flights under 4 hours, the Boeing 737 is a perfectly efficient tool. On these shorter routes, you should prioritize your schedule. Focus on getting a window or aisle seat rather than trying to find a specific airframe. Once a flight goes over 6 hours, check the route for wide-body aircraft like the 777 or 787. If you're flying more than 10 hours and need to be productive the moment you land, filter your search for the 787 Dreamliner. Using this information requires a change in how you shop for flights. It means prioritizing the specific aircraft over the most convenient departure time. A Boeing model number is a reliable predictor of your physical state at the end of a trip. Understanding these differences transforms you from a passenger into a traveler who knows how to optimize the journey.